Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reading from Disney Scary Storybook Collection. Today's story comes from Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse and Friends called Mickey's Slumber Party. Pluto and I have a wonderful idea, Mickey Mouse said one rainy afternoon. Let's invite our friends over for a slumber party tonight. Pluto barked happily. They had been stuck inside all day and he was ready for some excitement. While Mickey called his friends, Pluto dragged sleeping bags and pillows into the living room. Soon, he and Mickey were ready for the party. Daisy, Minnie, and Donald just arrived as the rain began to come down harder. I brought hot cocoa, Minnie said, pulling out a thermos. And mini marshmallows. Just the thing for a rainy day like this, Mickey said, guiding his friends to the warm fireplace. He poured a mug for each of them. Daisy looked around. Where's Goofy? She asked. Mickey frowned. He couldn't make it, he said. Outside, the wind was blowing hard enough to make trees sway. Storm clouds covered the moon. Bolts of lightning zapped through the darkness, illuminating the raindrops splashing down. You know what it's perfect weather for? Mickey asked. Scary stories, and I know just the one to tell. As the friends got comfortable, Mickey turned off the lights and began his story. Not long ago, in a village not far from here, there lived a young man who wanted to be a magician. The villagers laughed and told him that magic wasn't real, but he worked hard, and finally he was able to make things disappear. The villagers still did not believe in his magic. When he made things vanish in front of them, they accused him of tricking them. The magician was angry that no one believed him, and so he began to make villagers disappear one by one. Soon everyone in the village had disappeared, but the magician had grown to enjoy making people vanish. So now, he wanders the land looking for more victims. He points his long arms at anyone he sees, and boom! A huge crash of thunder shook Mickey's house, and the front door flew open. A great gust of wind blew out the fire, and everyone screamed. It's okay, Mickey assured them as he got up to close the door. It was just the wind. He tried to flick on the light, but nothing happened. The storm must have knocked out the power. I'll go find some flashlights. Minnie giggled. I was so caught up in Mickey's story, I thought it was the magician coming through the door. Soon, Mickey came back with a candle. This is the only thing I could find, he said. I don't know where all the flashlights could be. Mickey, where's Pluto? Daisy asked as the candle lit up their circle. The four friends looked around, but Pluto was gone. Pluto! They called. There was no answer. The friends got up and began to look around. Donald even opened the front door and shouted into the rain, Pluto! Maybe it really was the evil magician who caused the lights to go out, Daisy whispered, and he made Pluto vanish. Don't be silly, Daisy, Minnie said, looking around nervously. That was just a story Mickey made up to scare us. Right, Mickey? Just then the door of the basement creaked open. Mickey, Donald, Daisy, and Minnie jumped and turned in time to see the floating white shape enter the room. It's a ghost, Donald cried. He's going to get us, Daisy gasped, hugging Minnie. The white sheet slipped away to reveal a familiar face. It's only Pluto, Mickey said happily, going to help his friend. Pluto had gone down to the basement to find flashlights. His mouth was full of them. Daisy hugged Pluto as he and Mickey passed out the flashlights. I'm so glad you're safe, she said. We've been scaring ourselves with silly things while you were gone. We thought the evil magician made you disappear. I think I've had enough scary stories for one night, Mickey said. What should we do now? I know, Minnie said. Since we all have these flashlights, why don't we make shadow puppets? That sounds like fun, Donald said. How do you make them? I'll show you, Minnie replied. Minnie helped Donald move his hands into a particular shape. Then Mickey held the flashlight behind them, and a shadow turtle appeared on the wall. Wow, Donald exclaimed. He moved his fingers, and the turtle's head bobbed up and down. Daisy, hold your hands like this, Minnie said, when Pluto raised his flashlight behind them. A rabbit appeared next to the turtle. Daisy wiggled her fingers, and the rabbit's ears moved. Now we can act out the story of the tortoise and the hare, Minnie said with a smile. As Minnie began to tell the story, Donald and Daisy moved their shadow puppets on the wall. Just then, a bright flash of lightning hit the whole living room, replacing the shadow puppets with the shadow of a huge, long-armed figure standing by the front door. It's the evil magician, Donald shouted. Mickey and Pluto swung their flashlights around to see the frightening figure. Gosh, Goofy said as he stepped through the door, taking off his wet poncho. I didn't mean to scare ya, but it turns out I can join you for the slumber party after all. Say, who turned off the lights? Mickey told us a story about an evil magician who makes people disappear, Minnie said. We thought you were him. That sounds scary, Goofy said. I know another scary story if you want to hear it. No, the friends all shouted together. Goofy held up his guitar. How about a few songs instead? He asked. Minnie nodded. I think a sing-along is much safer than telling stories, she said. Mickey lit the fire again, and the wind and thunder calmed outside. The friends sang together. Soon everyone was yawning. The friends snuggled up in their sleeping bags. Good night, everyone, Mickey said, and with the sound of soft rain filling the room, they all fell asleep. That's the end of my story for now. Have a spectacular night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.